Hi, this is Sarah Bernard with STL TV, and we are so excited to be back here in front of you from our virtual home studios to talk about real estate topics, which is a really big topic right now. It's spring in St. Louis, and real estate's always a booming industry at this time of year. And as I've shared with you before, not only am I a host for STL TV, but I also have a full-time real estate business, so this topic is especially interesting to me. And today we have Chad Borah, who's joined us to talk about the home inspection process. Chad owns a branch of Pillar to Post. It's one of the largest home inspection companies here in St. Louis. And boy, we've had to make some adjustments with home inspections during this COVID-19 crisis. So Chad, welcome to STL TV, and tell us about when you first heard that that things were changing pretty quickly in St. Louis. How did you and your business react to that?
Thank you, Sarah. I think my initial reaction was a little naive. And then I thought, come on, give me a break. This isn't going to be that big of a deal. And then once it really broke and we heard the lockdown order or the stay-at-home order from the city of St. Louis, the realization was there that this is going to have an impact and that the threat is real. I think as the business owner, my first reaction was to the welfare of our team. Mm-hmm. And how we could operate, if we could even operate within the stay-at-home order. And then it was figuring out and adapting to what the clients and realtor partners like yourself needed in light of the concerns and restrictions.
Yeah, right. So that was, do you remember the date that this all started to become real for you?
I really don't. I think really it was the week before the St. Louis County executive and mayor ordered stay at home. So it was somewhere in that week that I realized I don't remember the date, but I remember the vehicle I was in, and I remember the time of day. I was having a conversation with my wife, who works for WashU with Barnes, and had a realization that this truly was going to have an impact on not just us all, but my business.
So in your team, do you all have an office that you normally operate out of? And have you gone virtual as a business?
We have. It was surprising how quickly my team adapted. It was pretty easy for the majority of our inspectors, since a large part of their work is in the field, to stay away basically from the office. So they only come in to turn in paperwork. The core group of my team that it really affected was the team in the office, customer service team that does such a great job on the phone. And they work so tight together as a group within a pretty small area, 4 of them. And so it was hard for them, but they, 2 of our representatives in the office work from home remotely, and 2 preferred to actually stay in the office.
Yeah. And so far, so good. And we've all adapted in our businesses. It's really been amazing how quickly we can adapt, right? And when
unbelievable.
Yeah. Okay. So the home inspection process. So some inspection companies are not allowing the buyers in the homes. Some are. I think you guys are okay with people being in the home. Is that right?
We are. And our team, we've gone back and forth with that, but we really preferred to follow the lead of the homeowner. So the seller who's letting us into their home, whatever restrictions that they would have. And then our buyer, the client, it's been such a critical part of the home inspection process to have a client present that I felt like doing it remotely, you couldn't, as a buyer, experience the same or learn as much. So we have, for the most part, followed our client's lead there. But we have also enforced the restrictions, such as 6 feet apart, no more than 10 people at the property. Normally we don't, but occasionally buyers will get excited and have extended relatives and
right.
people there. And so we certainly have made sure that there's no more than 10 and discourage too many folks from coming.
10 people at a home inspection sounds like overwhelmed to an inspector.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good thing for you. You guys should limit it. Yeah, no more than 2.
Right.
Yeah, very good. Okay, and then just real quick, we only have about 30 seconds left. Municipal inspections in some municipalities here in St. Louis have gone away, or they've gone just to out exterior. Is that affecting you guys at all?
No, I don't think that will, other than possibly making our life a little easier. Sometimes there's a conflict between the municipal inspector and our own opinion, but so far I don't think that's had a major impact.
All right, very good. Well, Chad Borah, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you all for joining us here at STL TV and keeping tuned in during this really crazy time in St. Louis, but we're here for you. I'm Sarah Bernard with STL TV.